Hi, Corona. Hi, Luca. Hi, Kino.
my skull, and I can barely breathe. Letting go of everything I am, becoming there. Rolling up another smoke, falling to clear out my nose, waiting for the rain as I listen to the wind rise.
Good luck to you too, Drew.
Letting go of everything I am, becoming better. Sure as hell you stay, hell you got for me. When the clouds move in, I just can't stand and I can't be. Waiting for the rain, I guess they say it's just a me. You could always pray for anything.
This is a request stream. Otherwise, I'm just listening to my music. Yeah, all right. Gary always with 350 requests. Barney roasts kids' shoes. Also, if you are capable of sending your requests through Cash App or Venmo, it would be greatly appreciated, as I am taking a trip on Saturday across the country, and I don't receive my super chat money from last month until a few days into that trip. So I need some money for like the first few days of the trip, and I don't really have very much of that at the moment. So it'll be greatly helpful.
Are you coming, G?
Yeah, you guys going.
Okay.
Well, nigga, you gonna be at the function, bro?
I wasn't ready for what this was going to be, Gary. All right.
I don't think so, Barney.
Why? What the fuck's your problem?
The thing is, I can't dance like the rest of them.
Bro, what the fuck you mean, dog? Get the fuck out here and get your fucking groove on, dog.
I can't dance at all. I don't know how.
Nigga, that shit easy, bro. Watch this. You just hit this shit like this real quick. Shake that butt. Shake that butt. Baby, get...
I'm silly.
Nah, bro. You just gotta hit this shit like this. Down, gon' shake that butt. Just shake that butt.
I can't, Barney.
Nigga, if my fat ass can do it, you can get out and fucking dance.
I'm just gonna go home. Bye, guys.
Well, bye, Jamal.
Whatever, nigga.
I'm like weirdly more entranced by my nostalgia for seeing Barney for the first time in a really long time than I am by like the comedy of this bit. I'm just like, where the fuck did they film this? Like, what kind of like structure garden did they create here?
What's good, nigga? Dude, I had a question before you go. I kind of know what the problem is.
What are you talking about, Barney?
Look, I was thinking about it, and then I looked down and I saw your shits. I had to ask you, what are those?
What's wrong with them?
Nigga, what's wrong with them? You got on the Benjamin Franklin Civil War loafers, penny loafer, no penny having 1920s hobo looking road circus security shoes, and you thought I was finna
Road
let your
circus security shoes is pretty fucking funny, actually.
socks slide, my G. Your socks look depressed, bro. You don't have the
Your socks look depressed.
calf muscles to keep your shits up your leg, my guy. You took the socks and the shoes together out the lost and found, bro. Go put them shits back, dog. But I got something for you, my guy. Here you go.
Oh shit!
I know, my nigga. These shits is
sparkle.
fucking fresh. You'll be able to hit the dance floor and cut the rug up. Something like this, my guy. Peep this shit. You're gonna be out there doing this shit right here, my guy. Let's go. Shake that butt. Yeah. Feel me? Get that shit a try. Get down, go shake that. Look at that. You got that shit.
Did you see?
I certainly did.
It's funny to me how like much better the suit actor is at dancing than that child, like in a suit. You know, like I know he's a kid. He's not probably a dancer, but Barney like killed that little move that he did there.
It was easy with my...
What are those?
No!
shoes.
No, some real shit, my G. I needed them shits back. Shake that butt. Shake that butt. Baby, get down. Go shake that butt. Just shake that butt.
The part where he said that you didn't have the calf muscles to hold his socks up was pretty fucking funny. Okay. Let's move to a different. Thanks for reminding me, Luca. I've been telling people to buy my magazine on Itch.io or Ellen's Game, because they don't take very much. Looks like I sold a couple. April 11th. That was 6 days ago. So I probably randomly received $3 in my bank and had no idea where it came from, and then and it was from here. But you can also just buy my albums. I don't know why this never occurs to me as well, that like these also, I get this money also right away, like just as easily as Itch.io. And you also can set your own price for most of my albums. Like it'll say one number, but if you trying to figure out how do I buy this one? Oh, I already own it, or else the price would be right here. Yeah, you can just set your own price. So if you wanted to make a request, you could just like buy one of these albums for whatever the amount you want to request is. And then you'd get a free album out of it too. So this might be the best way to do it. I mean, obviously getting a magazine out of it is also a thing, but I guess which would you rather have? Would you rather buy your request along with a magazine or along the music album, you know?
Silver, but I look so fucking good and cold. Never been so good at doing what I'm told. Didn't grow up super hood, I wasn't good girl for the most, but I ran with all the blokes who back at home were getting choked and hit the smoke to cover, sold it to be more than broke. Started up with keeping up with everything, broke overdose. Feels like I was comatose for most of all my waking days. Now I watch the glitter in a haze, helps with the malaise. Yeah, I grew up loving silver, but I look so fucking good and gold. Grew up loving silver, but I look so fucking good and gold. I just wanna fuck around it's just a joke. Reimburse themselves and all the closers when you play it close. Keep it double-breasted cause I can't afford.
My my Venmo is right here on screen, right under my name, Golden Witchfire, where it says under Trixie distance 150 per minute request, where it says Cash App, Venmo, Golden Witchfire. Hello, Nisa. I've been playing my music while I wait for people to give me requests, because I don't really have anything particularly in mind to talk about. I just need money at the moment. So, Lapusha wanted to make a whole bunch of requests. I don't know if she's still available. Australia time is so different from America time that it's really hard for us to organize the right time for both of us. But I'm sure at some point she'll appear if I stream long enough. In the meanwhile,
My chest exposed, gave it up too easy. Now it's hard to tell a friend from foe. Let it flow and see who's at the funeral. Then you'll know. Grub, love, and silver, but I look so fucking good in gold. Grub, love, and silver, but I'll look so fucking good in gold. When they lay me in my casket, vision of a centerfold. Vain and shallow was my name, became my game because the frame of mainstay society lays waste to anything interesting and leaves us clinging to the bling they jingle in our faces. All the places we can eat and all the lights that we can see and all the prices that get hiked when you afford them. Oh, I see why I love love and silver, but I look so fucking good in gold. Batten down the hatches here where no one passes. Get them off their asses and avoid the flames unless the dapper claim looks like molasses. Reaching for the torch, I scorch away another paycheck and
audio. I didn't have my audio on that whole time. I was just Shade cut his hair off. If you couldn't tell what was happening.
And I said hi.
I was just freaking out. I was going, "Holy shit! What the fuck?" Shade, sit down. Wait, here, show everybody your hair. And then I told him that he looked like the lead singer of Portugal the Man. I'm just a shadow of a bigger man. No, I'm not. And then also we were organizing that I have to help him pick up his car, which I had forgotten was a thing that had to be. I forgot you had another car. I just
we talked about
completely
it yesterday.
forgot. Yeah.
But
No, I
yeah,
mean like
actually-
before yesterday. I had forgotten that. And then you
Right.
brought it up and I was like, we should take care of that. We should go get that car.
I actually need it because I'm going to the orientation today for Domino's, and they're going
I
to need
see.
the car that I intend to use.
I see. Well, when do we do that then?
I got to go charge it, so that's
Okay.
probably going to take a while.
Okay, so it'll be like a couple hours.
Maybe, yeah, because it's
Okay.
like 20 minutes to get there, and then charging is probably going to take like an hour, and then another 20 minutes back. So
Okay.
probably like 2 hours.
I'll be here for a couple hours still then.
I don't know whether or not if I want to mow the lawn before or after.
Tetsu says I got the lesbian version of Shade's haircut. They all say it looks good, is epic, is generally great. I mean, yeah, I think it looks really, really good. Styling.
Profiling.
All right. I have to piss, so I'm going to put something on the screen while I go do that. That's fine. There's 2 bathrooms. Okay, well, after seeing Shade's cool hair, I feel like we can't listen to a depressing song like the one we were just on. So instead, I'm putting on Manic Pixie Nightmare, which, while also a depressing song, is more like fun.
Every single night I have the same bad dream where everyone I used to love still loves me. And they're begging me not to come again. But if I trust them, then I'm better off dead. Every single night I have the same bad dream where everyone I used to love still loves me. And they're begging me not to come again. But if I trust them, then I'm better off dead. Trapped inside my never-ending manic pixie nightmare. Having to be strong enough to deal with me is not fair. Being around me long enough will thong you with the gray hair. Hey, at least we match, cause that's the natural. You're afraid there used to be a side of me that I never exposed. Something never diagnosed because I had my mouth shut closed and only talked around the issues till they floated to the surface. Maybe now I'll live my life on purpose and try to deserve it. Every single night I have the same bad dream where everyone I used to love still loves me. And they're begging me not to wake up again. But if I trust them, then I'm better off dead. Only seem to see things in my sleep after a couple drinks. I loosen up to be a little more myself, but then I think about everything I forget in between the funny times. And God, I'm fucking glad that I'm loving this life, because every single night I have the same bad dream where everyone I used to love still loves me. And they're begging me not to wake up again. But if I trust them, then I'm better off dead. Every single night I have the same bad dream where everyone I used to love still loves me. And they're begging me not to wake up again. But if I trust them, then I'm better off dead.
I came back and I just heard total chaos coming out of my headphones, and I was like, I'm not putting those on. I'm not listening to that. It is not Yangire time. It is too early in the morning for Yangire, but I'm about to make cereal. I figured, why not just do it on camera? I've opened the box upside down, it seems, of Cinnamon Crunch Squares, which is like an off-brand version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. People will always be like, it's not the same. I'm like, I don't care. It is different. It is also good. Okay. I have crafted Larg cereal bowl. Now, hello. Hello, Tetsu. Hello, Nisa. Hello, Krona. Hello, Luca. And Gary. And Kino. I assume you're all still here. And if not, hello to the past. It's always coming back to stand in front of me. Trying to figure out where am I at. I went to the wrong part of the page. Hello, Mary Kiwi. Being very merry as a kiwi. Sure.
I love you, see you later, I say, and I pray, because I think it's now going to be about 3 hours for me to see a text confirming your safety on break. So let's not break down all the ways that I may never know you suddenly left life until way too late. Like say you make it to the edge of the neighborhood when the hood of your car slams hard into a runaway drunk, and the loose shit in his trunk rockets and punctures your lung. And if I rung an ambulance in like 5 minutes, you'd be alive, but I didn't decide to check in, so instead you just died, and I didn't know until you're identified and processed. How would I ever process that? I try not to think like this. I try not to think like this. These are thoughts I dismiss. I try not to think like this. I try not to think like this. These are thoughts I dismissed. I get pissed off sometimes. Start letting bars fly full of barbs and might catch somebody in the eye that I wasn't aiming for, and let the scar and made an enemy for life. My strife perpetuates the loss of life, the lack of cause, the blight of pause. For more than to possess an evil blessing, for my sacred curse to be the best, you must accept the worst part of yourself, and that's the wealth you gave yourself from jumping down from too high up. You know your love, but here's what's up. There's really more above your head, and you can never have it all. Figure out what you really want, and if I wanna let you, you can have it. Maybe I'll be soft on you, but probably not. I'm not supposed to have these thoughts. I try not to think like this. I try not to think like this. These are thoughts I dismiss.
Tracy. Gunshot noise pollution, poison my moves into a deep groove solution. Sweet subtle movements improve in the mood as you move at the truth of the shooter. Blood in the sewer, crust of the earth as it shakes and maneuvers. Ways that consumer, tides of a change in the place rearranging in time, running lazy, proclaiming anew. Once more we grew. Gray hair, anxiety, wrinkles, it gets worse. I thought that you knew nothing you can do. Keep on the vibe and try to be alive until it comes for you. It comes for you. It comes for you. It comes for you. Shit. One day it comes for you. It comes for you. It comes for you. Me too. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. What's the state of your farm? Do you have any idea where the food that you eat comes from? Choking you small. They never want you to know where the smell is coming from. It's in my lungs, it's in my body, eating at my muscles ever since life. Keeping in the sun, offering warmth and trading me green and me low to the pond. Stay on the run, stumble and trip on the way as you lose your bones in dust. Finding the fun in an existence that only persists until suddenly gone, suddenly gone, suddenly gone. One suddenly gone, suddenly gone, suddenly gone. One day you'll be suddenly One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you.
be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day it ends for you. One day the sun shines gray and you realize I've been up. Wake up from it. Wake up from it. Wake up inside my mind. I said, find a revelation. Find another life. Find a way to live inside the way I choose to die. It's the suicide. It isn't hard to do. It isn't hard to say. It's possible. It's possible. Anybody down. One day it goes for you, it goes for you, it goes for you. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. One day the sky will be gray and the next will be blue. Yeah. I can sit and stare into space for the entire day. Make a load until the world I know expires away. When I take the pain to reassociate, finish my play and say what I gotta say. You made me wanna stay. I've been left before, oftentimes by my own accord. I lay on the floor and don't move it, don't move. Tune to the blues in the background, loud and true. Yeah, I've been associated, I've been derealized. I've been way up inside my mind. Find a revelation, find another life. I find a way to live inside the way I choose to die. It isn't suicide, it isn't hard to live. It isn't hard to take, I cannot hope to give all that I would if I were more than what this body is. Finding providence in the evidence, finding providence in the evidence, finding providence in the obvious. Tracing the light, finding the frame, fixing the details, fanning the flame. Tracing the light, finding the frame, fixing the details, fanning the flame. Tracing the light, finding the frame, fixing the details, fanning the flame. Tracing the light, finding the frame, fixing the details, fanning the flame.
Cats in the alley tonight. Japanese cats, where are they at? Catastrophic. Storms of ruin. I'm gonna go start brewing more coffee.
I go back past Nazareth. Silver spin on a beat tag. Ready on that. I'm trying not to sell it, doing it to galactic planetary flow. Here I go again. The record spin the record spin. I win while sleeping somehow. Cut down on sleeping phone. Now found myself 2 birds in here, no bushes. Like that shit I like. That shit I like. That shit I like. That shit I like. That's why that shit I like. That shit that's why they call me the catalyst. Catalyst. How can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I must have hated all the shit that I forgive. Make that fucked up feeling when it's just my niceness to your chick. How can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I must have hated all the shit that I forgive. Make that fucked up feeling when it's just my niceness to your chick. I just assume
is fake and I believe it anyways. If you stop believing it, it cannot be saved. Your relationship, your government, even your brain. Craving honesty is honestly such a waste. You couldn't ascertain the truth. Reality is only what you make it. If you want a party, then you must participate. Dishonesty is honestly a waste. When the truest thing to you is pretending you're a thing. Trust yourself, even though you shouldn't. Every single thing you did was something that you couldn't. Until you did, you're gonna go far, kid. I said it all before, I'm gonna say it all again. Did it really good? Everything is good. Emotions all I'm catching, I'm musical notes. I'm feeling you, rolling. You right to be in you, or you choke, or you choke, or you choke. Or the catalyst, how can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I'm mostly hated for the shit that I forgive. Ain't that fucked up even when it's just my niceness to your chick? How can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I'm mostly hated for the shit that I forgive. Ain't that fucked up even when it's just my niceness to your chick?
Damn, I really timed that well. This is the song that I wrote to be my, instead of leaving the stage to do an encore,
I
I
don't know
will
how
just
often they do this anymore. It was always kind of goofy.
play
but,
this song last.
Most of the time when I was growing up going to shows, there was always an encore, always calling out the band's name, summoning them back to the stage, oftentimes to perform whatever was their most beloved song, at least to their hardcore fans. Hopefully not their big single, because everybody wants to try to leave before the encore. Everybody's trying to get home. So they're kind of like, all right, let's, give me that goddamn song I wanted so I can get the hell out of here. Please, just get off the stage. Y'all some awkward motherfuckers, but I kind of gotta love you, and hella gotta trust you, because I'm up here by myself, and if I don't do well, what you say? Hey, get the fuck off the stage. What was that? I couldn't hear you there over the bass. Get the fuck off the stage. Okay. Now you know what to say 2 times. Hey, get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck off the stage. Not until you pay me. Get me too high, and on the ground you'll find me laying, drooling in a puddle of what you say to me. Hey, get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage, bitch. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage, bitch. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage, bitch. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage, bitch. Get off the stage. Hey. Okay.
In your face.
Shout out Fresh Brain Incorporated, or ZTV, who made all of these instrumentals.
out of consciousness, I get a seizure. Thought it was a fire inside, but it was just a fever. Take me up to heaven, I promise I'm a believer. Raining out the window and I'm feeling all beleaguered. Strobing in and out of consciousness, I get a seizure. Thought it was a fire inside, but it was just a fever. Take me up to heaven, I promise I'm a believer. Raining out the window and I'm feeling all beleaguered. Strobing in and out of consciousness, I get a seizure. Thought it was a fire inside, but it was just a fever. Take me up to heaven, I promise I'm a believer. Raining out the window and I'm feeling all beleaguered. Strobing in and out of consciousness, I get a seizure. Thought it was a fire inside, but it was just a fever. Take me up to heaven, I promise I'm a believer.
That's
Yeah.
Beleaguered is like low key one of my favorite songs of mine. I don't care that it's like 15 seconds repeated and then like some like Katamari Damacy noises in the background. It's just you know, it's just my state of this is my general state of being summarized pretty well, I think. In just 4 bars and one melody. Na 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 na. We're gonna skip intervillain monologue unless y'all are really in the mood to hear me say "kill yourself" like 500 times. I don't think that's the vibe I'm on at the moment. But this is a great song, you know. Bigoted racist critics, arrogant nationalists. There's some people who need to die. But we're just gonna skip straight to the city in the cloud and act like we went through all that grief already.
Sing up the soul of it, round up the whole of it. I spit a Versace bikers. I am a consummate hiker. I am the queen of the Lakers, and I'll blow right through you, just like that hurricane weather. I'm gonna sever your tether to where you came from. Gonna take you away somewhere in the air, and you're never gonna come back down. No, no, oh, oh. The city and the cloud. Beatrice is a traveler blessed. The golden witch is the ultimate test. When I'm asleep, my soul don't rest. I quest the dance and I try my best. What I bring is a fresh perspective, made digestible like a poke bowl or a lettuce on your burger. Harrison Berger, run with a purger. This ain't a relationship, it's a merger. Wanna be a saver, more of a splurger. Reinforce my core with a girder made of dreams. So hot that I melt steel beams and I'm herpes. Have you heard of me? Hey, 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 hey. Just like that hurricane weather, I'm gonna sever your tether to where you came from and take you away somewhere in the air, and you're never gonna come back down. No, no, oh, 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 the city in the cloud. managing my energy better. Not trying to cram a beat full of letters. I'm managing my energy better. Not trying to cram a beat full of letters. Managing my energy better. Not trying to cram a beat full of letters. Managing my energy better. Not trying to cram a beat full of letters. Managing my energy better. Managing.
Hey, we listened to that whole entire Cat album, except for I guess we skipped Inner Villain Monologue, but it's a little too nasty. A little too nasty for right now. Hey, congratulations, Luca. Hell yeah. Komugi-chan wa jobu no getto da ze. I get to catch these now. What's up, Ellen? Not much. I'm kind of just I'm in it for the money today. And waiting for people with money to show up. I know Lapusha wants to spend a lot of money on requests, but the times that she's available and awake are vastly different from the times that anybody else in the audience is. So it's kind of hard to organize. So we'll just stream for most of the day. I'm gonna have to go off for a little bit to help Shade get his car because he has two, and one of them has just been like sitting at someone's house because we didn't organize going to get it yet. And I think I had forgotten. I don't know if he had forgotten, but I was like, he brought it up last night, and I was like, we got to take care of that like as soon as possible. We need more cars around here. Although we are about to go get another car, Bird and I, so we're gonna be loaded up to the brim on cars. But that's fine. It's a good thing to be loaded up to the brim on, I think. Let's listen to Traveling Cemetery. Self-promo through the requests is encouraged, actually. JC. I'm about this good, yeah. He's a big hard rock, I'm a little heavy metal. I'll take my bass with some mids and some treble. Split made me mellow, but sometimes I shake. That ain't an earthquake, it is just me pacing back and forth, racing through a fort, blazing forth with a sword. I forged a metaphor on a message board when I was like 14. What I seen made me completely transformed. Yeah. I'm about this good, yeah. I'm about this good, yeah. I'm about this good, yeah. In a vision, I don't got no need for precision. At the mission on the mind since I was just a kid, but then missed a couple exits. I dissed a couple friends. It's a lot to comprehend, so let's relax and breathe it in. Life is outrageous, so many pages I wrote would be lost through the ages. I shouldn't say this, but I kinda like watching life drift away. Just let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, how this gotta go. Let it go, I'm about this good, yeah. I'm about this good, yeah. We could be walking anywhere right now.
We could be watching something on the couch. We could be talking anywhere right now. You and me, we could be passed out. We could be walking anywhere right now. We could be watching something on the couch. We could be talking anywhere right now. You and me, we could be passed out. Yeah, yeah.
Let me make a promise. If I say I promise, that's just me being dishonest. Oh, let me just be honest. I'm being dishonest if I state it as a promise.
I'm a rapper, I'm a gamer, I'm an anime freak. I'm an old school geek and I read free power every hour, every day of the week. When I hit peak, I get ready for the next peak. On fleek, don't freak if you wanna sit behind me. Rules better broken than to follow them blindly. Kindly, would you please get off of your knees and trade the keys for minding your own business? Shut your mouth and witness. You can travel with us if you like the mental fitness. Rips you out your days and we win this. Fleek and I peak when I spin this.
Let me make a promise. If I say I promise, that's just me being dishonest. Oh, let me just be honest. I'm being dishonest if I state it as a promise. Let me make a promise. If I say I promise, that's just me being dishonest. Oh, let me just be honest. I'm being dishonest if I state it as a promise.
Staying so on tour, I ain't claiming nowhere anymore. Golden witch in this bitch with a sword, and I swore, saw a swarm rival right across the room, zooming with a gust of wind under my feet, crater in the floor like DBZ. It must be frightening to see, cause they don't challenge me. Game rebalanced all because of me, stumbling to get my feet and managing to stand above the trees in the glitter breeze. That's where you'll find me.
I really forgot how much I like that song, but I actually really, really like that one. Might have to add that to my live set rotation.
My cousin told me that the key to having a good trip is just to keep in mind that none of the shit that you're seeing is real. It's all inside your mind. That applies to all sorts of trips I've found.
I'm a renegade, 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 I'm a renegade. Mango habanero, guru in the arrow, smoke is in the arrow. How you know I'm there, shooting like an arrow. Feeling like the heroine, stay away from heroin, but far from straight and narrow. Hello, 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 never really mellow. With some flower yellow, power up and bellow. Little booty jello, lady not a fellow. Moody, booty, snooty, groovy, and I'm feeling swellow. I'm a renegade, I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade, I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade, I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade, I'm a fucking. I'm the only bitch in South LA outside without umbrellas. I'm not about to lose a single day to fucking weather. I'm a renegade, happily blooming even in the shade, zooming through the Palisades, smoking on some Everglades. What is there to say? Not so much I can relate. Every single day I get a bit more strange. I find a bit more range in how I am deranged, and yet I keep big flames. Like, let's do it that way. Okay, okay. I'm a renegade. I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade. I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade. I'm a fucking renegade. I'm a renegade. I'm a
get high. What you want from me? What you wanna see me do? What you want from me? What you wanna see me do? What you want from me? What you wanna see me do? What you want from me? What you wanna see me do? I got all these tricks. I got all these tricks. Hey, oh, hey, oh. I got all these tricks. I got all these tricks. Hey, oh, hey, oh.
I don't even really like white music, but I like making it, so I find I do it. Feels abusive, want to improve it. If you can use it, then do what you do with it. But if you choose it before you hear Nas, you can lose it. I'm not here to let you skip over the truth. Cop to your mistaken youth and become something.
If you've never listened to Nas, punch yourself in the face.
Bigger than you, nothing to prove. I got one life to lose and I'm grooving. Never stop moving, child of the movement. The moment that's ever passed, fire on my name and up under your ass. That's just a warm up, storm up, yeah. That's just a warm up, storm up, yeah. First class, crass laughs with a lasso, invisible jet, and these gauntlets were blessed by the gods. Conquered impossible odds, playing Conquer and Diddy Kong racing and pacing the halls of my thoughts. Reaped what I sowed and I found what I sought. I saw a whole lot. I run right back into the pit without.
Just for the record, I've never played Conquer in Diddy Kong Racing. Also, I spelled his name wrong. But I just, I wanted to rhyme conquered with conquer, without making it a Bad Fur Day reference. So I said Conquer and Diddy Kong Racing and pacing the halls of my thoughts, but I do not play Conquer ever.
I pause and I jot, I bark and I buck, I give a whole fuck like you wish you could. I'm back in the cut, I'm busting like nut, I'm back on my shit, I'm back on the run. Go get me my gun, I'm shooting the sun.
Kind of the most important song because it's about being pure Gundanium, and nothing is more relevant than Gundanium.
I know. Pure Gundanium, yellow cake uranium, blank cranium, ankle deep in radium, fill a stadium just to see my baby.
I think Bumper was my favorite as a kid. That's the Badger, right? And then I don't remember who I actually played. Probably the Little Mouse when I played through on to make that video about it. But pretty sure Bumper was my dude as a kid.
In the atrium, singing titanium, brain encased in caesium, eating avium in the gymnasium, barium, vanadium, of course I'm through my veins and my palladium, at the podium, I'm what I know and some other stuff I wrote upon.
All right, hopefully it's obvious that this is the most egregious use of rhymes I've ever done, where I literally was just like, I want to find every single word that rhymes with Gundanium in any way, shape, or form and put all of them in a verse. So pure Gundanium, yellow cake uranium, blank cranium, ankle deep in radium, fill a stadium just to see my labium, in the atrium singing titanium, brain encased in caesium, eating apium in the gymnasium, in valium vanadium, while coursing through my veins in my palladium, at the podium humming what I know and some other stuff I wrote upon, stepping off the float I gunned for the most excellent approach. Obviously, I don't even know what some of these words are, okay? I just wanted to use every word that rhymes with Gundanium.
Up and off the floor, I come for the most excellent approach. that you don't understand with a bitch like me. I know.
I also stole this hook from Anthony Green and Circa Survive. There's a song that's like, I know, nothing's gonna change that. I know, nothing's gonna change that hopeless feeling I get when you say you understand, and I know you can't. That one. I stole that. I know from that, but I've twisted it and I've used it a few times. I've just been stealing that hook over and over again.
I know you gon' stay posted. I'ma stay roasted. I'ma stay toasty. I'ma stay posted. I'ma play hosty. I'ma be ghosty. No crime, no scene. I'm an LGBT roller coaster. Hit my DMs, all titty posters. Meet me in place, I'm in every coaster. I'm into bread, so I keep a toaster. Lime, avocado, cilantro, just for the ladies, or he makes gazpacho. We're ordering beer, we get tacos. I got the tab if you got the bow. Hit me up after the show. Don't act like this middle is home. We'll be up till 4 in the morning doing something like porn, and then I'm on the road. That's just how it goes. I know that you don't understand with a bitch like me. I know. You probably not to listen to the whole CD again.
I definitely see the magazine purchase, but yeah, Mary Kiwi, what do you want me to watch? What is your request? What do you want from the Great Pumpkin?
Yeah. Them seeds sprouted a great pumpkin. Let me show you something. Elbow grease at the Beast Junction. That piece with a creased muffin top couldn't be me. La maison in petite cube. Shouldn't we run, you think, dudes? I peeked when you blinked just now. Freak power, so it's fuck what you think just now. Pink and brown, wrinkled brows, trying to read my sounds. Keep it down, they got ears to the underground. Sink it like a frown. I'm down in it like a Resner razor blade across a big crushed sine wave and across punk tirade. When I'm ailing, I bump Ada Rook full blast in the Prius, wishing every fucking person on this earth would briefly see us. Inside of the box is like a 3DS, an effect adding a bit more depth, but not much. Clutching breath right out the lungs of legends, I rebreathe a heavenly cloud, except now it's lung bile brown. Inside of the box, I keep my cow chops, my gal props, my pale hops, and no memories of my stale ops. Inside of the box, I flip my flow switch, flick my cold wrist, and sip hard on Diet Coke. Inside of the box is just a box of boxes. Inside those boxes are even more boxes. Inside of the box is just a box of boxes. Inside those boxes are even more boxes. I promise.
In case you weren't super tapped in to hip hop releases of late 2021, right at the end of that year, Aesop Rock and Lupe Fiasco did a collaboration together on this beat, and it's called Pumpkin Seeds. So that's why them seeds sprouted a great pumpkin in my sequel to their song. And their song, the hook is inside of the box is just another box. Inside of the box is just another box, or something like that. And so in mine is inside of the box is just a box of boxes. Inside those boxes are even more boxes.
Yeah. It's time for an unboxing. Anti-pugilistic victory requires outboxing. I got the moxie like I'm cheaply in EC, playing Borderlands 3 and recording while I stream. Touch your cheek, feel the streaming tears, and think which of all the fears inside your mind I'm bleeding on the beat. Are you reading what I'm reading when I'm at the lyrics sheet? Are you feet up at the beach or all hunched over at your seat? Are you punch drunk in your love all bunched up in a heap? Are you somebody's perfect drug or just an addict in the sheets? Are you ready for the 30s or are you stuck on 23? Are you gonna fucking eat that cause it's making me hungry? And I wolf that shit down like a Twilight princess. I've been crowned best in the Nexus. Flex when you test it, just like an Armstrong sister. Blistering speed, so of course you missed her. History deep, deep down in the pisser. Hysterical when she thinks you dissed her. Mister, please don't get on my list. It's long as it is, and I'm loud even when I whisper. Inside those boxes are even more boxes. Inside of the boxes, just a box of boxes. Inside those boxes are even more boxes. I promise.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's talk about this song and how deep these fucking bars are, because this is one of my best written raps. This is me trying to kill two rap legends who are trying to kill each other on this song already. So their song is Pumpkin Seeds. Mine says, them seeds sprouted a great pumpkin. Of course, this is a reference to Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin, the Halloween special. Let me show you something. That's a Jim Carrey reference. Let me show you something. Elbow grease at the Beast Junction. Now, if you know what elbow grease is, that's when you're like putting in lots of work. You're working up grease on your elbows, you know? And I'm putting in elbow grease at the Beast Junction, which is, I guess, a place where lots of beasts gather together, essentially saying that I am working really hard at being really beast. Then I say, at peace with a creased muffin top couldn't be me, basically saying like I'm skinny and I couldn't be at peace if I wasn't. La Maison en Petite Cubes, referring to The House of Small Cubes, which is a famous anime short film that won Best Animated Short at the Academy Awards. Shouldn't we run, you think, dudes? That's just me finding a, like, I really am a big fan of saying a bunch of cryptic shit and then finishing off with something really not cryptic. That just sounds like a standard turn of phrase that you would say to somebody, you know? I peeked when you blinked just now. Freak Power, so which is a reference to my own song, Freak Power, which is also a reference to Hunter Thompson's 1960s run for sheriff of Aspen, Colorado, under the Freak Power movement. Freak Power, so it's fuck what you think just now. Pink and brown, wrinkled brows. That means, you know, whether you're white or black, trying to read my sounds. Keep it down. They got ears to the underground. Sink it like a frown. In other words, stay quiet. Not like what I'm doing right now. I'm down in it. That's a reference to, I say down in it like a Reznor razor blade. Trent Reznor, of course, is the singer-songwriter of Nine Inch Nails, and Down in It is an early Nine Inch Nails hit. So I'm down in it like a Reznor razor blade across a bit-crushed sine wave in a crust punk tirade. So, a bit-crushed sine wave would be like a very particular type of a waveform that you might hear in a Nine Inch Nails song. So I'm implying that a Reznor razor blade across a bit crushed sine wave would be like if you're using like Trent Reznor in the studio using the razor tool to cut like segments of an audio track. And crust punk is a genre of music that really has nothing to do with Nine Inch Nails or anything, but it's the same era. Same type of people would probably listen. In a crust punk tirade, when I'm ailing, I bump Ada Rook full blast in the Prius, wishing every fucking person on this earth would briefly see us. So obviously Ada Rook is one of my favorite musicians. She's, in my mind, Ada Rook is like the replacement Trent Reznor. Like, as somebody who doesn't connect with like Nine Inch Nails as much, because it's kind of mask and, you know, like, and Ada Rook is an autistic furry. So, you know, she's more on my side of the musical spectrum, But yeah, when I'm ailing, I bump Adarook full blast in the Prius, which is of course my real car, but I ride Prius with Cius. Every person on this earth would briefly do it, would be nice. Okay, I think Shade's going to go start charging his car, so we're still like well away from actually going to pick that up, I think. So anyways, I bump Adarook full blast in the Prius, wishing every person on this earth would briefly see us. And that's, I want to be seen. I like feeling seen. I like feeling recognized. So I'm like maximizing that emotion here. And it just sounds really good at the end of this. Like the way I say it, I'm down in it like a Resner razor blade across a bit crushed sine wave and a crust punk tirade. When I'm ailing, I bump Adarook full blast in the Prius, wishing every fucking person on this earth would briefly see us. Just the organization of rhymes is super satisfying to say. Inside of the box is like a 3DS, an effect adding a bit more depth, but not much, implying that, because when you look at a 3DS, it looks like it is a box. Like it doesn't look like it's 3D as in it's coming all the way through 3D space. It's like I'm looking at a little three-dimensional like mobile, So I'm implying that there's like the box, of course, can be. I mean, the box is what is in the box. No, nobody knows. The truth is in the box. So inside of the box, you could find the truth, but it would only add a little bit more depth to your understanding of what you're looking at. Is what I'm implying. Clutching breath right out the lungs of legends, I rebreathe a heavenly cloud, except now it's lung bile brown. So yeah, I'm saying like I'm stealing all my words from legendary people, but when I breathe them back out, they are now tainted by all of the gross bile in my lungs from all the weed that I smoke. Inside of the box, I keep my caltrops. That's those little ninja things, that they throw on the ground that you step on and they hurt. Inside of the box, I keep my caltrops, my gal props, meaning, whatever it takes to look more feminine, my pale hops, meaning my beer, but specifically drinking pale ales, and no memories of my stale ops. So that's what's not in my box. Memories of my stale ops. Inside of the box, I keep my caltrops, my gal props, my pale hops, and no memories of my stale ops. That is so fun to say. And then I switch the flow on it and say, inside of the box, I flip my flow switch, flick my cold wrist, and sip hard on Diet Coke. Inside of the box is just a box of boxes. Inside those boxes are even more boxes, I promise. Implying, I know what's in the box. It is more boxes, filled with more boxes, filled with more boxes. I promise I know what's in the box. You don't got to wonder about it. It's time for an unboxing, in fact. We're going to find out what's in this box. Of course, this is referencing the unboxing genre of YouTube videos. This is maybe my favorite bar in this whole fucking rap. Anti-pugilistic victory requires outfoxing. Because what is an unboxing, right? Like if you're boxing, how do you unbox? That would be anti-pugilistic. Because pugilism is boxing. So unboxing, anti-pugilistic, victory requires outfoxing. Meaning you can't simply use your fists. You have to outsmart the enemy, if it's me. It's time for an unboxing. Anti-pugilistic victory requires outfoxing. And then this next line is a very complex reference. I got the Moxie like I'm cheaply in DC playing Borderlands 3 and recording while I stream. Aside from being an amazing set of rhymes, the Moxie Hotel in DC is like the cheapest hotel in Washington, DC, in downtown DC. That I use whenever going to conventions. Any reason I go to DC, I'd use the Moxie. The rooms are fucking tiny, but they are cheap. And it's like a cool, hip place. They also give you like a free bar token for the downstairs bar. I hope they still do anyways. But yeah, got the Moxie like I'm cheaply in DC playing Borderlands 3 because there's a character named Moxie in Borderlands. And that's what Bird was playing heavily when I wrote this. And recording while I stream because I have the Moxie, like, the actual characteristic of a person, Moxie, that allows me to perform. So I've got the Moxie in all three of these ways. And they all rhyme really well. Touch your cheek, feel the streaming tears, and think, which of all the fears inside your mind I'm bleeding on the beat? Like, something, there must be some reason I'm making you cry just with my words, Look inside, figure out what it is for yourself. Are you reading what I'm reading when I'm at the lyrics sheet? Are you feet? Obviously not, if you didn't read all of what I'm saying right now. Are you feet up at the beach or all hunched over at your seat? Well, I'm obviously hunched over at my seat. Are you punch drunk in your love, all bunched up in a heap? Not currently. I'm still hunched over at my seat, actually, as I was in the last bar. Are you somebody's perfect drug or just an addict in the sheets? This is another Nine Inch Nails reference, jumping back to Trent Reznor. You are the perfect drug, the perfect drug. Or are you just an addict in the sheets? In other words, are you providing good sex for somebody else, or are you just trying to fulfill your own sexual addiction when you're in the sheets? Are you ready for the 30s, or are you stuck on 23? I think I had probably somebody who was 23 in mind when I wrote this. It was like, you got to be ready. Also, because this was 2023, I think I said 2021 earlier because I forgot my timeline. I meant 2023. Are you ready for the 2030s, or are you stuck on 2023? So it's supposed to be a double entendre about the year it was, and also, being stuck at like your mentality when you were 23. Are you gonna fucking eat that? Because it's making me hungry. Again, it's just me. I love ending a long series of like esoteric, weird questions with something very direct that you would literally say to someone, And I wolfed that shit down like a Twilight princess. Obviously, Link turns into a wolf. I'm talking about wolfing down food. I've been crowned best in the Nexus. Now, this is somewhat a reference to back in the My Little Pony analysis days. A lot of the analysis YouTubers that came up after me, when they would collaborate with each other, they for some reason felt the need to do this like that guy with the glasses style like skits that would like explain why they're in one another videos. And so they created this idea of like a rift. It was called the Rift. And there was like the Rift Cafe was the name of their like group. And I like the idea of, I don't like the word rift, but I've been calling myself best in the Nexus in various rhymes, referring to this idea that like, if you did have to go through dimensional tears to all meet up at a place, I would be the one that was crowned the queen of the little space created. Crowned best in the Nexus. Flex when you test it, just like an Armstrong sister. This is a Full Metal Alchemist reference because, Senator Armstrong, not Senator Armstrong. That's the one from Metal Gear Rising. Major Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. He's got a bunch of tough ass sisters who also flex their clothes off of their bodies like he does. So flex when you test it, saying, if you try to test me, I will Hulk out like an Armstrong sister. Blistering speed, so of course you missed her because I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. History, deep down in the pisser. I feel like that's self-explanatory. Hysterical when she thinks you dissed her. Mister, please don't get on my list. It's long as it is, and I'm loud even when I whisper. Yeah, it just sounds just fun, cool sounding bars that all rhyme. History, deep down in the pisser. Blistering speed, so of course you missed her. Hysterical when she thinks you dissed her. Blister, please don't get on my list. It's long as it is, and I'm loud even when I whisper. Fun shit to say. So yeah, I think I all the way ate that shit. I think that I swallowed the bones on that one. All right, I gotta pee. Let's play Unchained.
From the 757 to the 606, I've been running East Coast, mid South shit's lit. If you crush that bacon into little bits, I'ma fucking slap you, bitch. I'm like this now, imagine me on crack. Still out at 3 a.m., just a little more whacked out. Windows all blacked out in the house, so I don't see shit even in the daytime. Fuck a light bulb, I'm a candelabra type bitch. Fucking chandelier in this bitch. I'm hot couture in this bitch. Charmander in this bitch. Charmander, my ass is fire. Upbeat assassin for hire. Fight like a cancer survivor. Connive to win like Survivor. Contriving gimmicky flows. Now everyone knows I went and exposed myself. I grow loudly. Now you're like, wait, I can't tell if that was in pleasure or pain. She must be insane. She must be on game. She must be ashamed. She must be unnamed. She must be contained. She must be deranged. She must be detained. Oh shit, she's unchained. She must be insane. She must be on game. She must be ashamed. She must be unnamed. She must be contained. She must be deranged. She must be detained. Oh shit, she's unchained. She must be insane. She must be on game. She must be ashamed. She must be unnamed. She must be contained. She must be deranged. She must be detained. Oh shit, she's unchained.
Damn, that song's short as hell. Hello, Landon. What y'all talking about in here in chat land? I was really zoned in there, giving my little breakdown. Let's see. I saw this stuff. I saw Conquer. Nintendo retired Diddy Kong? Huh. Oh, because of Diddy? Because of P. Diddy? Oh, no. That's the worst reason. That is the worst reason they could get rid of Diddy Kong. They should be... We need Diddy Kong to erase Diddy. That motherfucker's name is Sean Puff Daddy Combs, as far as I'm fucking concerned. Leave Diddy Kong alone. He had nothing to do with this. Okay, I've been through this part. Landon has a bird stalking him. Mary Kiwi sent a request. Is it on Discord? I was like really fucking in the zone breaking down that goddamn lyrics just then. I see I've got DMs from Nino. I'm probably going to have Nino join me. After I do this request, once I figure out where it is. Is it in the Discord? I guess I should go to the current point in the chat to find out. I immediately skipped their message with the request. Oh. Let me see here. No, that's too far back. Oh, okay. I don't know if links are good in chat, but I tried to share A Brief History of Anime Bishonen and Bishoujo video. Okay. Sorry, I read I don't know if links are good in chat and then assumed that I would find the link elsewhere. Okay, well, this is quite long, so I'll watch some of this. But let's give it a go. It says a brief history, but it's 30 minutes.
Beauty is in the eye of
Okay.
the beholder. Everyone has different tastes and preferences for what they find attractive, but
I know why you're called Kiwi now.
there tends to be a general societal baseline of aesthetic appeal that varies from era to era and country to country. There are many terms used to describe this quintessential babe or babette: Aphrodite, Belle, Adonis, and of course, Bishonen and Bishoujo. So because this channel is run by weebs, let's look into those last two, because you can learn a lot about a society by what they value and how that influences the art they make. As with all our videos, we want to try to inform people with
Okay, I'm going to say already, I like this video for a couple of reasons. One, the way you chose to just, like, hold on. I actually want to go back.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Like, I was not ready for History of Anime Bishonen and Bishoujo to start off with beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Everyone has different tastes and preferences for what they find attractive, but there tends to be a general societal baseline of aesthetic appeal.
Like, my brain had to take a second and register, like, what, like, oh, this isn't like a we're not jumping right in with, like, in 1945, you know, it's like beauty. Like, you started very philosophical is what I'm trying to say, which is something I would do. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is how it feels when to watch one of my videos where I do this, where I just jump right into, like, I'm thinking about, like, that K-On! Is the perfect adaptation video, and, like, it starts off The Wicker Man, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. I thought I clicked on a K-On! Video. What's happening? But I really like the frame of reference you chose for, like historical examples of what is that girl, you know. And then I saw Super Gals, and this is when I went, okay, this person definitely knows what they're talking about because no one references Super Gals ever. So when you get to this moment is when I go, okay, this person knows about anime.
By what they value and how that influences the art they make.
I don't know the song in the background either, but it's a nice choice. I think it's maybe a little loud in the mix, but not like it's not a problem.
As with all our videos, we want to try to inform people with
I also
no
have this
knowledge,
turned
but
way
still
up.
provide some fun facts for the more advanced amongst you, and give some recommendations for anime and manga as we go. So let's start with the oldest of the two, Bishonen.
Bishonen is, pretty simply, a beautiful boy. Your typical
There's more than one narrator. Who all is in this? Who is all Mary Kiwi? How many Mary Kiwi are there? It's honestly not even, it's not even bad enough that I even needed to mention it. I realized after I said it, oh, actually I have my volume at like 80. That's abnormally high.
modern Bishonen is tall, slender, and beautiful. Think Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club, Vanitas from the case study of Vanitas, and every man ever designed by Clamp. The archetype of the Bishonen is androgynous, youthful, and capable, and goes back to 8th century China.
Get ready.
Specifically, line 3
Mary Kiwi is you and your partner. Okay. I like this.
of the poem 8 Immortals of the Wine Cup, which reads,
宗之潇洒美少年
and can be translated to Zhongji, light-hearted and carefree, handsome young master. You can see the exact Chinese characters that are still used for Bishonen in Japanese.
We're learning history. Now we got live action. This is good. This is very good. I will like and subscribe.
Directly translated, these 3 kanji mean beautiful, little, and years.
Oh, this is
originally the
adorable.
term
That was such a good way to demonstrate that.
Shonen in Japanese referred to any youth, but later became gendered, so the complementary term shoujo was created to compensate for this. The ideal aesthetics of the Bishonen emphasized youth and femininity, with a lot of the appeal being a man so beautiful that people of all ages and genders would be attracted to him. Much as with women of the era, pale skin, silky black hair, and red cheeks were ideal, but unlike women, a masculine body was also prized. Thus, Bishonen were often seen as a tertiary gender, neither male nor female. This tied heavily to the ideas of sexuality, where older men could be attracted to the Bishonen, but not to other men. It was a temporary status, and one you were expected to grow out of. In the Edo period, the Wakashu were a form of Bishonen, anywhere from 7 to 17 years old, and had their own gender expressions that were neither child nor adult, but somewhere in between. They were also a sort of apprentice, and so the age of growing out of being a wakashu often depended on when you could function as an adult, or had the finances available to be independent. Some wakashu tried to push that upper limit of age, as it was profitable to be a bishonen if you were also a prostitute. This happened so often.
I feel like I could say a ton about like the implications of all this sociologically, but I'm like, I don't want to start unpacking all that. That's too much. But it's super, super interesting. And information I did not really know about the word Bishonen or its history. Okay, it was the do-da-da-da OST at the start. I'm surprised I didn't recognize it because I've actually heard that soundtrack. You've got Do Da Da Da, Eat to Kiss, Bartender, Lovely Complex, Full Metal Panic, Suzume, Lucky Star, Honey and Clover, Persona 4, Ranma, Lucky Star, Honey and Clover, Inazuma 11, Suzume, Kiss Sis, Kino and Kino?
Sure, kimono also tend to flatten out the silhouette, but a slender figure was still expected throughout most of history. After the Edo period, the Meiji Restoration led to an influx of Western influence, and adopting this was seen as fashionable.
Sonic
the single-suit
Adventure,
style
oh my
uniform
goddess.
comes directly from this westernization.
So I'm getting the vibe of y'all really know what you're talking about. So, Gay History of Japan, why the British Museum published a manga about its own destruction. Huh. Every video we made in 2024 except the bad ones. That's hilarious. 4 hours and 20. You were so close to 420. So close. Maybe I'll throw this on and just leave it on another monitor sometime. Y'all have catastrophically few views for the quality of your channel. It looks like you got 15K on this Oshinoko video. This one has 58,000. So you really tapped in with the Apothecary Diaries fans, but they did not subscribe. Corridor Crew. Two idiots, one thought. We tabled at London Anime and Gaming Con. Anime Advent. That's fun. Okay. You know, I don't have any advice for you as YouTubers, but I like you. So I'm subscribing and I'll just keep mentioning you. That's the best I can do. Landon is subscribing. Excellent. Lucas subscribing. Excellent. Yeah, I think you are clearly doing good work here on these Kiwi channels. And it deserves to be seen. Who is Party Murloc? I can see your taste. In one fell swoop, Hazel, Thor, High Heels, Emily, Dore, H-Bomber Guy. Okay, I know exactly what kind of people you are. And Pyramid Edu. Yep. Okay. Seen. Understood. Wakari. Wakarimasu.
2022 has been one hell of a year. Thank you to everyone who watched my videos, and especially to the people looking forward to the new ones. February to April were my first attempts at reviving my channel. Oh hey, I didn't hear you walk in. Oh my god. New gun. So, like, I want to summon someone in because I have a plan. And that plan is to just not die.
Mini ninjas? What the hell is mini
Imagine
ninjas?
you're a young teenager hanging out at your friend's
No,
house
I don't want to do that.
that potentially claimed our more skilled ninja peers. This is our tutorial. The basics of combat are fairly simple. X on the
Okay.
360.
You're just like a small ninja. Okay, so hold on. That was more of like an analysis video and not as much of like a gaming.
I played Valorant every day for a month, and I hate Valorant. It all started one
Why'd you
crispy
do
winter's
this?
day. Oh man, I do love my silly little RPGs.
What if I offer you £55 and Tails of Arise to play Valorant for a
Why?
month?
No, it's not enough.
You have
Not
to play at
enough.
least 2 days
It's
a
not
day,
enough.
I would say
Say
at
you
the
got
minimum.
55
But
pounds, it's not
ideally,
enough.
your
Say I get to
confidence as the
play
player.
Tales of
This
Arise,
means
not
you need
enough.
level
I'm not
20.
playing Valorant for a
but
month,
I'm
it's
making
not
it
enough.
into a video.
Winning.
Now you see, I'm not an FPS guy, and I especially
Alright.
don't like competitive games.
It's funny. I'll give them the sub and the like too. I play Valorant, man. Somebody got to do it. I stopped playing Valorant, man. Somebody had to do. We survived Valorant all from the. What? How do you spell Mary Kiwi Channel? It's literally in the chat, Landon. MERRIKIWI. It's the same name as the user who you're speaking to in the chat. Mustard! What? You find Marius Kiwi, not Mary Kiwi. They're both correct. Both are channels of the same couple. Mustard! Oh man. Okay. Well, that was a fun request. Sorry it took me so long to figure out what you were requesting. Landon said 4 episodes of Mon Cherry Coco have been found. What is that? Is that like a Lost Media anime or something? Oh, this looks neat.
もうお帰りですか？ええ、失礼します。次の作品は流れるようなドレープが美しい。
Different. What is this? An animated series based on a 71 manga of the same name created by Waki Yamato, produced by Nippon TV Video in 1972. None of the episodes have been made publicly available without even any mirror online despite its retransmissions up until 1990. The only still accessible material in the series is an opening uploaded by Masami Jun in articles in newspapers at the time, and the ending theme for the show has also been found. Isn't that so weird to think that like this was like a decently known property up until the 90s and they just stopped putting it out again? That's crazy. Also, this looks wild. This is fucking like gorgeous. Who animated this? It's just...
訳ございます。ただいまのは同胞の手違いでございまして、どうぞどうぞお静かに。きっとあなたは私以上のデザイナーになれるわよ。私がファッションデザイナーに？
あら、中は真っ暗じゃないの。
D'autres pays, c'est pour les jugeants. Nous adorons notre livre. Nous adorons notre...
They're speaking French now. This is fucking awesome. I feel exactly how the characters do looking at this.
Minasan, ようこそキリーの店へ。今日は皆さんに若者のためのアメリカのファッションをご覧に入れましょう。アメリカは若い国です。自由の国、希望の国。私たちはその若いアメリカをファッションで表現しました。
これがファッションショーかしら。今までこんなショーがパリにあったかしら。いえ、それよりもこのセンス。これだけ動きを生かしたデザインがあったかしら。
これは私たちアメリカの若者が自由と平和の願いを込めたファッションです。自由と平和を愛する限り、世界は一つです。Stop the war! We
Stop the
want
war!
peace!
We want peace!
Bravo, Kiri! かっこいいキリ、素敵よ。
That was the most nuts shit I've seen in a while. Like, easily the most psychedelic anime I have seen that was not Belladonna of Sadness. I haven't seen the other two movies in that sort of trilogy, but looks like we got a couple of more. I'm gonna subscribe to this channel just in case they ever post anything again. What is Hyokori Gourd Island? Oh, most of it seems to be missing and only audio. Okay, so there's like, wait, how much actual animation is there? Has been found. When is there? Oh, I think there's a couple flashes of it, but it's like split seconds. There we go. It's like a little. Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. That was it. That's what you get. Holy shit. That's a trip. What is this? The road to Munich.
これは
Whoa.
バレーボールに青春をかけた男たちの血と汗と涙とそして心の記録である。
The fact that it's a fucking reaction video is really fucking with my mind. How long have Japanese TV been doing reaction videos for? This is like TV broadcasters reacting to, or is this a modern show and they're watching an old, this must be modern, right? Because it's got the chyrons and shit. So this is like a modern show where they're reacting to an old show, an old like TV spot that used anime to promote the Olympics. Yeah, okay. This channel was just talking about volleyball, and then they just aired this. That's hilarious. Just hearing them be like, anime. 革新じゃない。
そう、正解は
アニメとアニメと。
描いたテレビアニメ。
確かに。
すごいテレビアニメだよ。
やったの？
日本オリンピックに挑むまでを追ったドキュメントアニメで、一見
ドキュメントアニメ。So I guess it was like a whole ass anime documentary about the volleyball guys going to the Olympics. I'm guessing that I mean, I can't imagine that there was no involvement of like Attack Number One staff in realizing that, right? Like that would have been not long after that, right? That was like 1969 or some shit. Or 70, I can't remember. Landon with $5. You saw Coco Clips. Full episodes are out of 13 total from 1972. Art by the same guy who did Akage no An, a few World Master First Studio shows, and Lupin the Third. Yeah, this is a crazy pedigree to have. Looks like he died in 1985, so died young, very young. 44 years old. And by then, he had been the art director for Anne of Green Gables, considered one of the most beautiful anime. You know, I mean, we're talking about being the art director for an Isao Takahata show. I mean, just look at that. This is from the fucking 70s. 1979. So, art director on Anne of Green Gables, Akakichi no 11. This looks like a soccer. 11 of Red Blood. Adventure of Pinocchio. God, my mouse is so ass. Literally a Pinocchio adaptation. Then we've got Episode 7 of Cutie Honey. Whatever the hell Decision is. God damn it, this fucking mouse. Well, this looks like some hard military drama. World War II drama. He worked on Gegege no Kitaro, the original. Heidi Girl of the Alps was also art director. So both Anne and Heidi. And he did background art on Horace, Prince of the Sun. So it's probably safe to say this dude would have been part of Ghibli if he had lived to be part of Ghibli. Like, it's obvious he was working pretty closely with Isao Takahata and then just fucking died. Maya the Bee. That looks adorable. What the fuck is this? This looks fucking adorable. And apparently it's all over the world. What the hell? I've never heard of this at all. And it's in Portuguese, Spanish, German, Italian, Dutch, French, and Korean and Chinese. I've never heard of this goddamn bee. If you've heard of this bee, let me know. I have never heard of Maya the Bee until this very moment. Same director as the Pinocchio one. Did a lot of kids shows. And Raccoon Rascal, which also shares the art director. So Hiroshi Saito is obviously working with this dude quite a bit as well. Mon Chéri Coco. The chief director. Wow, he didn't do shit. I guess that's why this is so fucking unique, because the director only did this one thing. What a unique fucking project. And now we've learned about another long lost legend of the anime world. Literally 1 minute before we started watching it in here, you were watching it in the server. That's fun. Red-Blooded 11 is the origin of that one anime smug guy with the hand on his friend's shoulder meme. That is incredible. You made a video about it? I did not see that. Maya the Bee is also good, based on a French book series, very famous everywhere except America. Yeah, I guess so. So famous, there's a Game Boy Advance game of it by Shinen Games. Oh my god, okay. Let's... Boy. Well, you see, the character's a bee. They're walking around a hive, so we should make it so it feels like they're walking through honey. You know, like their feet are kind of stuck to the ground, so it feels like your movement's always kind of dragging, you know? It should feel like a drag. Just playing it should look and feel like a drag. You know what I mean? Yeah, the pacing of the movement and the pacing of how the sprite, like the animation of the sprite versus the pacing of how the screen moves, are like subtly not right in a way that makes it feel like the character is moving like it. They feel like they're moving slower than they are. It's fucking weird. It's fucking with my head to look at. Tell me if you see what I'm talking about. Like the character is drawn to look like they're hauling ass, but they're not really hauling ass. And so it makes it feel weird because it's like, it looks like you're trying to go faster than you're going. And it's just like, no, she's stuck. Her feet keep sticking to the ground because look at how much effort she's putting into walking and how little distance she's traveling. I don't like to look at it. Draggy ass game feel. Yeah, okay. Well, those are some interesting rabbit holes we've been down. Floor is covered in honey. Dominatrix tells you to get down and lick the floor. And as you go down in shame and tears, crying, wondering what you did wrong, you taste the floor and it's actually covered in honey. And then you're like, oh, mommy loves me. And then you start lapping up the honey vociferously. That's not the right word for that. Hungrily. I saw Maya the Bee shit in Japan, popular plush. I mean, makes sense. Again, it seems like she's literally everywhere but America. I'm just surprised. Oh, wait, I've seen this version. Like, I haven't seen it, but I've seen this. I've seen this image of this version of the character around. This is pretty adorable. I like his tweaked out fucking expression. Looks like he's not all right. Well, what the hell is this? Goddess of Death?
Child, it will increase your power in.
Oh, it's that one movie. I haven't seen this movie, but I guess this is a character from it. Why did that come up in the Maya the Bee advanced search, though? Whatever. I don't pretend to understand the algorithm and its ways. Hey, look, it's all on.
Once upon a time, you see.
I couldn't help but notice that the opening theme is in fucking English.
In a strange land not far away, I met the chance a little bee.
This is fucking adorable. Also, her name has a J.
Upon a most unusual day. And when I asked who she was, she told me Maya. Nowhere to be.
I cannot believe this is really the theme song.
He could ever be like Maya. Maya, why you question me?
I might sample that. Maya.
Why is no answer for a bee? My, she's always in a pretty pickle, Maya. Helping someone else's little Maya. Maya, everyone loves Maya.
I guess so. Let's all love Maya. Whoa, the fucking shadow version of her actually looks creepy as shit down there. That's badass.
Maya, come tell us what you see.
I hope that's like meant to set us up for like Maya's secret dark side. This is fucking gorgeous. It's Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, hello, my friends.
I'm Gary the Grasshopper, legally distinct from Jiminy Cricket.
As you can see, I'm a grasshopper. My name is Flip. I hope you like
Flip
me. I know I look funny, but you'll get used to me. I come here often. At the moment, I'm not sure what story of a grasshopper was happy.
Take me to the bees.
What to happen? Oh,
That was super unique. That little camera technique they did there. Oh my god. It's a fucking palace.
What's the matter? Why don't you let me in? Don't know who I am?
if you don't know the password, you can't.
Oh god, they're so English.
Get in here and make trouble. And
I mean, we've been waiting a long time. They might hatch out any moment now. They're coming. Let's help them.
No, not the beast. Not the beast. Ah! Ah! Oh, there are my eyes. My eyes. Ah!
Hear that?
Baby bee. Baby bee. Baby bee.
Hello. Anyone at home? Yes, Maya. We've been waiting for you. You're the last one to come out. And who is Maya? Am I Maya? Why did you call me Maya? Tell me, please.
Well, actually, there's no real reason. Everybody's got to have a name.
These aren't supposed to ask questions.
Oh, have you got a name?
Yes, I'm Cassandra. I'll look after you till you're big.
Great name.
Come.
The other one should be named Miranda.
I'm glad I'm out. It was hot inside.
It's your own fault. The others
I like
I'll
those
tell you what, you're coming to fetch
quiet. And there's so much.
What are they doing?
Things first. We about. But
Why do they do it? The queen lays a lot of eggs every...
I didn't expect so much education about bees. Combined with, like, fantastic... Like,
Oh!
it's like some serious bee world building. This is like fucking Cells at Work for bees.
Oh, it's good. Side work. Be beautiful. It's a... Will it...
I like how all the other ones just look tired as shit.
I wonder. Like a carousel, I turn around and round, round and round, round and round. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3, such fun with me. Turn around, I'll show you why. You once.
This would also be a great sample.
I hope you'll be watching me alone.
Okay. It's pretty adorable. Bees. Oh. Landon, that was translated into way more than 5 languages. That shit was in like every language on the planet. Literally everybody on Earth who is not me knew about Maya the Bee already until this moment when I learned about Maya the Bee. And now we all know. Everybody on Earth knows about Maya the Bee. Well, I don't know what else to... I don't know what to do now. Did I get any requests on my phone that I didn't hear because I was too busy being a bee? It doesn't seem like it. I don't think I did, but that's okay. You know why? Because I had my tray table out and my seat locked in the full upright position. As it goes. Lost in the sauce of your lofty metaphor, your fortune is sick, super big, impressive, large. I hope you can hold and control what you're building. It's bigger than buildings, tremendous, imprisoning. Your hand cast a shadow over Rin's mouth. You ran everybody out of this town. Why so uncomfortable? I thought you staked this claim as home. Trembling tendrils reach inner sanctum, breach wearing white and black, bleeding into the cracks. These unforsaken spells, reusable cave cells. Only the brave trade sail, only the wave prevails. Oh, crash over everything, what only dawn can bring, till death do fall again. I say embrace the trend, crash over everything, what only dawn can bring, till death do fall again. I say embrace the trend. Spend my life to write a pretty set of words that could make you forget about her. And I might have spent a sentimental verb if she wasn't hanging around you like a curse. Verse for verse, I'm worse for wear when you tear these pieces right out of me. When you see me bleeding, stab me in the dark. Come on, baby, finish up the job. Step by step, my pleasure rests on the best screen, rending my throat, and you choke me better than a slow beat. Baby, yeah, you know me better than to say that name to my face. I erase so many people. I erase so many people. I forget so many people. I forget so many people. Spend my life to write a pretty set of words that could make you forget about her. And I might have spent a sentimental verb if she wasn't hanging around you like a curse. Verse for verse, I'm worse for wear when you tear these pieces right out of me. When you see me bleeding, stab me in the dark. Come on, baby, finish up the job. You said that she was my friend, but what was her name again? You said that she was my friend, but what was her name again? I am all things at all times. I might be alive. I might have just died. Open the box and you'll find I might be alive. I might have just died. Up in the mountains, I'm hiding by the river bug bite. Where am I sleeping tonight? How many sleep at my side? How many see the sunrise? How many die just to try? Too many reasons to cry. Too many fish left to fry. Shift your particles with mine. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Nothing but the starry light. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Shift your particles with mine. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Nothing but the starry light. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Get in box, get in box, get in box. You offered to bleed for me, and I wished you had offered to smile. I know you don't want to sleep, but you're wrinkling your face every night. You're beautiful in spite of the part you want to hide. You're beautiful inside of the part you want to hide. We had such a lovely time even after you cried on the floor. And after I hurt myself that night, I regretted it more. Never before, because I broke your girl. Like never before, I want to protect our girl. I'm a sentimental freak, and I'm so prone to these mood swings. If I gave you a peek, it's after staring through these screens. I'm coming back again as many times as you'll have me around. But I'm gonna bully you out of that frown. And you're gonna tackle me to the ground. We're gonna roll around and around. In all the endlessness, another summer that you shouldn't miss. Transpire and transmogrify yourself into existence without resistance. Your listless fingers falling on another fretboard, disintegrating as you leap into your keyboard. You wanna be somewhere else, but perfect thumbnail. Absolutely perfect thumbnail. My God. You would not have had to pay me to watch this, Krona. I would have clicked on this immediately. You are soy facing at a Casey's, and I 100,000% understand. Because every time I'm in the Midwest, there's that moment when I remember that I'm in Casey's country, and I'm like, oh shit, we could get the fucking Casey's pizza. Let's
Decatur,
go.
Illinois, home of the corn.
Our stepmom, we did everything to hate her. She took us down to the edge of Decatur. We saw the lion and the kangaroo tamer.
Land of the children of the corn. This is the town that I grew up in. And so, my partner Josh and I decided to make the trek across the country from the East Coast to the Midwest to reconnect with friends and family that I left behind when I moved over a year ago. The drive to Illinois was perilous and filled with Ohio traffic.
Ohio,
because my heart is in
Ohio.
So cut my wrists and black my
Damn,
eyes. Cut my wrists and black my eyes. So I can't fall asleep tonight.
In the Airbnb
Did it
kind of
because
sucked.
you
I
did
really
it.
wanted to record
Me
more
did
videos
it.
while staying in the Airbnb, but there were almost no decorations, so the walls were really echoey and it sounded like garbage in there. After sleeping on the lumpy beds and completely fucking up my lower back, we decided to go visit my mother for a bit, picking up sticks in her front yard and playing with her puppy squirrel.
Puppy
We got some
squirrel.
goodies at the thrift store, and then went on our great Menards migration, where we managed to save big money. Save big money at Menards.
Yeah. Is that really their theme song?
We've got charges of USB.
All of the lights.
Ooh, very fancy. Alrighty, Josh Burt, let's go.
Wait, so I had thought Menards was more like a Walmart, but it looks like it's more like a Home Depot.
Hell yeah. Oh, we hit the jackpot, baby.
Wait, hold on. Hold up. I was looking at the wrong screen. Orange Dream Sprecher. Where the fuck? Made with honey. Fire brewed craft. Oh, it's a soda. Oh, I thought this was some kind of beer, but this is a honey orange soda.
Oh, we hit the jackpot, baby.
Honey orange and honey cherry. All right, let's get past this kid making this noise. Not the Feastables. Cancel.
I think that'll give me body cancer.
I think we should try these.
I'm not putting that in my mouth.
It's got peanut butter. They're clearance too.
Yeah, I wonder why.
They're clearance?
I think we got everything we need right here.
Oh my god.
After stuffing the trunk of my car with as much soda as we could possibly
You really
carry,
did.
we visited one of my friends who suggested we see the Minecraft movie.
The Minecraft.
Do you still have the soda? Like, did you drink all of that weekend, or do you still have some to come home with you?
Minecraft movie is one of those trendy slop pictures that comes and goes. Everyone on the internet is
Nice Green Day shirt.
talking about it for about a week, and then everybody on the internet forgets about it a week later. I could not possibly give less of a fuck about the Minecraft movie, despite how hard the YouTube algorithm keeps trying to push me to care about it. It's very...
There are 2 copies of Shrek 2 on VHS directly behind Krona's head. And also, it looks like the same 2 Star Wars movies repeated before you get to other ones. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, these 2 are the same. These 2 are the same. Maybe it's like the same duology print or something. Or is it like the whole trilogy on one, but you have 2 copies? You have like 30 of those sodas in the kitchen. Okay, so it's more like a bring these, like we don't have these back at home. Let's take as many as we can. Okay, we've got Pulp Fiction. These look like, the logo looks like Sonic the... Oh, this is probably Friday the 13th, right? Because I know you're a big... Oh, wait, are you the one who said you're a fan of Friday the 13th? I feel like I heard you say this before. Oh, God, I can't make out half of these.
pretty much the kind of thing I would only go watch if I had a group of friends
More
to gather
Star
around me and
Wars.
say, you want to go see the Minecraft movie? So when I went to Illinois, I met up with a group of my friends. One of them said, hey, you want to go see the Minecraft movie? And I said, okay. So I went into this movie
I love that you did that bit exactly the same in Discord yesterday as you did in the video.
with the lowest expectations possible. I was expecting it to be absolute dog shit, and hoping that maybe my friends and I would think it was at least kind of funny bad. It's a very bog standard Hollywood movie plot. All of the characters, every story beat, I predicted every single thing that was going to happen within the first 10
Yeah.
minutes of the movie. There were no surprises, except for one, which is that whoever wrote the comedy for this movie, whoever wrote like the jokes, was pretty on point. The movie was hilarious. We were laughing pretty hard for most of it. I didn't start to get bored at all until
I see E.T., Princess Mononoke, The Lost World in Jurassic Park. I think that's Princess Mononoke. Jaws. It's just written really huge. This looks kind of like Godzilla 1997. That's Spinal Tap, I think. Fuck, I can't tell. It might be like Independence Day or something. The Matrix is down here.
about halfway through the movie when the first big action scene started. And even then, it got better. I started to fade a little bit out there.
Do I want you to make a video detailing your VHS collection? If you do it, I'll watch it. But I know that, you know, I know that you've got like, you got symbolism in the videos sometimes. So I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. You know what I mean? Make sure I understand exactly everything. I mean, right now you're talking about the Minecraft movie. So I guess the parallel would be, this is a film review. Here's me standing in front of a bunch of movies that I like. So movies that you like would include Star Wars, Jaws, Spinal Tap, a lot of stuff from the 70s, Pulp Fiction from the 90s. That looks almost like the Pokemon movie, but I don't know if that would be on this shelf. Mission Impossible, The Lord of the Rings, The Matrix. So like some of the more modern stuff. Again, Princess Mononoke and Jurassic Park from the 90s. All of it is very much like big blockbuster films, but good ones. Like just good blockbusters is what I see all on these shelves.
He made it such a good time as well was the way that the people in the theater were interacting with the movie.
Ellen said Trixie Ubin echoing all over Crota's video. I have a feeling that Crota is trans and Beatrice. That's hilarious. Wait, what is this big silver one? It looks kind of familiar. My heart wants it to be like a all of Transformers Generation 1 box set, but I don't think that's right.
There were some people who were clearly there for the memes, people who didn't care
So big.
or have any respect for the
Oh, it's Die Hard, the Die Hard trilogy. Okay. Interesting. I've never seen that Die Hard release. I only finally saw Die Hard 1 like 5 years ago, and it was very, very, very fucking good. So if the other ones are good too, I should see those too sometime.
experience of seeing like a movie on the big screen. They were just there because teehee Minecraft, lol. There was this dude in the row behind us who was mouthing along to everything Jack Black said, and I was dying.
Chicken jockey, crafting table. I am Steve. Nether portal, diamond armor, ender pearl, chicken jockey.
Love how much you sound like Little Nicky. The Adam
Chandler got hit in the face with a shovel character.
Did this guy, do you think he had just seen the movie over and over again, or like he had seen the memes enough that he was like predicting where the memes would fall in, or like, what do you think this guy's deal was? How old was this guy, by the way? That's like mouthing every single Jack Black line in the movie behind you.
Jason Momoa played a very obvious parody of that one fucking guy who was like the Pac-Man world champion and he cheated, I guess. The same guy was parodied in Regular Show. That's how I figured out who it was, because he had a similar name. Or like the guy in Regular Show was Gary Bobbitt Ferguson. The guy in the Minecraft movie was like Garrett Garrison or something like that. They call him the Garbage Man. And when he tries to give his elderly wisdom to the children, he calls it a hot garbage tip. That made me really happy as someone who is a massive fan of trash and garbage. Really, the best parts
Okay.
of the movie are the parts that have absolutely
A
nothing to do
massive
with
fan of trash and garbage.
the first act, like the first 30,
Are
40
you in a possum by chance?
minutes or so when they're in the real world and the kid goes to school and every teacher at the school is a washed up loser and his school life is a waking nightmare. I like it when the kid starts at his new school and on the first day he's called to the principal's office so the principal can trauma dump about her horrible divorce. And then he goes to his art class where the art teacher tells everybody about how fucked his finances are and all his money is tied in a kiosk and he has nothing to live for. And then when this kid starts,
I love the implication, Landon, that like that he would have expected you somehow to own Love Live the movie. Like Landon implying that that is in any way a rational thing for anyone to expect to have on a shelf full of like classic blockbuster films, and then like Love Live would just be there.
drawing a picture of a banana wearing a jetpack, everyone tells him that he's too creative and too artistic, and that jetpack wouldn't even
Oh, that's Indiana Jones. That's the Indiana Jones trilogy, right? Next to Pulp Fiction.
work anyway. And when he says, yeah, it would, it's just math, the kid next to him says, my dad says math is debunked. Like, I have no notes for that. That's peak cinema. It's me, and this is getting this.
Oh, hold up. We got way more. Okay. What in the hell is this 5-part? Oh, it's Rocky. Rocky 1 through 5. Okay. Then we got. This looks like the Daredevil logo or something. I'm not sure though, because. Damn. Okay, I can't tell the one. That's Bruce Almighty for sure. I can't tell most of these. That looks like Tomb Raider, just by the way the logo's laid out.
Spoiler territory.
Oh, I think these are the Predator movies.
So I'm sorry for those of you who haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet, but I'm about to ruin it for you. But it's a
I think this winding logo I've seen before. Can't remember. Is it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
fucking ruin that Minecraft movie. I'm about to fuck it up. About to fuck up that.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. Okay. Oh, it's the Superman logo, of course. I was just like, this is like a superhero logo. Daredevil, because it's red, and it kind of looks like a D shape at the start. But Superman makes 1,000 times more sense. I was like, there's no way you own the Daredevil movie and put it on this collection. Like that, it just doesn't fit quality-wise with everything else that's up here. But oh no, that's Titanic 2-part, not Predator. That's the Titanic 2, because I forgot Titanic was on 2 different VHS tapes. And then that's It's a Wonderful Life. Okay. That explains why I've definitely seen that like kind of the way the logo kind of does that. I think Willy Wonka does something similar with its logo also.
That Minecraft movie right here, right now. I'm about to fuck it up. I really didn't like how the end of the movie was that after Jason Momoa loses everything, he loses his job.
Landon, you really don't know Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory? The 1970s one is worth watching with Gene Wilder.
House, and he's like literally homeless, and his car is broken, and he can't even live in his car. I hated how the movie ended with him deciding, you know what, I need to go back to the real world and get my shit together because
This one with the sword, is this like Conan the Barbarian?
I learned a valuable lesson about friendship or whatever. That didn't make any goddamn sense to me. Like, dude, you live in an American capitalist nightmare. Why don't you just stay in the Minecraft?
It's that old. Was Disney even around then? First of all, Landon, no, it was not a Disney movie. And second of all, Disney's been around since like 1915.
World with Steve. Why don't you just live there with him? You're clearly in love with him. Why don't you kiss him on the mouth? Why don't you kiss Jack Black on the mouth and live in his house with him? Why don't you get married and live in a little house that you built with your own 2 hands instead of having to pay property taxes and be in poverty for the rest of your life? Why not just live with Jack Black? Why not just be my gay uncle? Why not get married to Jack Black Steve? And Steve, Jack Black, and Jason Momoa dad could be like my 2 gay uncles, and they would be really nice to me. I feel like they would both be really approving of my lifestyle as a transgender gay, homo gay. I could just perfectly imagine, Jack.
I really like how far into that you went. It was like You just kept building on it until it felt like a whole ass world you had created for yourself to be living with the gay dads, Jack Black Minecraft, Jason
Jack
Momoa
Black dad
Minecraft.
and Jason Momoa gay uncle slapping me on my shoulder and saying, you know what? I'm proud to be the uncle of a gay furry. But no, for some fucking reason, everyone decides that their lives would be better if they just left Minecraft behind, and then Steve's gonna go and be friends with everybody in the real world. We gotta leave the video game world behind, even though it's literally perfect and you have a cube-shaped dog. Minecraft movie is like a 6 out of 10. Go see it
I'm
with
gonna give
your
head
friends
pats.
if you have like a group of idiot friends to go see it with. If not, wait till it goes to streaming.
Head
It's
pats
kind of
for
funny.
Corona.
After spending yet another night on the nightmare bed from hell
Good thing
and
I got those
twisting my
head pats
back into
in
the shape
time.
of a pretzel, we met up with my mother once again to have breakfast at Diamond's Family Restaurant. The food was burnt and tasted like fucking garbage. I decided
No!
to take my friends on an epic quest to Disc Replay in Champaign, Illinois, a town just about an hour east of Decatur.
Come on in to Disc Replay and trade in your
I love the way you edited this.
electronics for cash. Our sales staff is here to make sure you get the most for your gently used games, movies, and media. We also sell a wide variety of Blu-rays, DVDs, and games, from classic Nintendo to today's hottest titles.
I love how this ad was filmed on clearly like no better of a phone than the rest of your vlog was filmed on, like,
as well as classic and modern gaming consoles and accessories. We also buy and sell Funko.
I have a lot of history with Disc Replay. It's a business that I used to go to all the
unless you made that like as a joke using their audio, which is hilarious if true. I could not tell if that was a real ad or not at first.
time with my friends. We'd check out what cool used video games and movies they'd had in
Or
stock,
at all.
and then we'd go to Taco Bell for dinner afterwards. The Disc Replay in Decatur has long been shut down since the pandemic, but the one in Champaign is a lot nicer than that one ever was, to be honest. I bought a couple of epic Star Fox games and No More Heroes 3 for Nintendo Switch, which I am very happy about. While on our way back to Decatur from Champaign, we got a phone call from my friend who lives in Springfield, which is about 40 minutes west of Decatur. For those who have never been to Illinois, it might be best to imagine it as a vast ocean of corn where every town and city is like its own little island separated by the vast corn seas. You can drive in a straight line for hours without seeing any signs of civilization whatsoever. Josh finds this aspect terrifying, but for me, it's kind of relaxing to be driving in Illinois again. Especially at nighttime, it makes me feel like I'm flying my spaceship from one planet to another, and the wide open roads with sparse traffic makes me feel like I could go on forever. There's not an overwhelming amount of stimuli to keep me distracted, which means I can get lost in my thoughts and completely dissociate from whatever is happening around me. To be on the Illinois interstate is to be truly free. Champaign, Illinois is a very nice place to be. Springfield is slightly less nice. It's basically like a slightly improved version of Decatur, and while Decatur, it's a stinky, smelly old factory town. So if you ever wonder why I am
Passing by rivers on the highway is always the dopest.
the way I am, blame it on the town I grew up in. It's fucked up. Later that night, a whole bunch of our friends
Blame her on Decatur. That doesn't rhyme. Whatever. Sufjan already did it perfectly. Hater, blame Decatur.
gathered together to play Dungeons and Dragons. I used to play this game regularly with my friends, and it was one of the greatest joys in my life at
Nice sunset.
the time. I'll never forget the thrill of seeing how our characters
Damn, that shit's rippling.
grew and developed bonds with one another. It was like we were crafting our own little anime
Minecrafting?
together, where I was the stereotypical gay tiefling rogue. I tend to be a bit of a chaos goblin, but I didn't participate in this particular game. I felt like a viewer watching a filler episode, and as I drifted in and out of paying attention, I started playing Dragon Quest on my Game Boy. Eventually, we decided to go to Taco Bell together. I had a cheesy gordita crunch, and it was delicious. For our final day in Decatur, Josh and I decided to get lost deep in the woods in my favorite park, Rock Springs. Oh damn, we gurn place, we gurn. Joshy, yeah, are we gurn place? Yep, we gurn. I really like walking around in the woods. I like getting lost deep into the woods. I feel like this is where I get my most contemplative, most philosophical mind state, where I can just completely disconnect from everything in the world around me completely escape from everything. Just have to get away from it all sometimes. My favorite tree should be just up ahead. Just gotta get around all this vegetation. Things moving around. There it is.
Whoa. The bottom half of reality glitched out for a second there.
The old tree.
I'm guessing that was like the camera in its attempt to rapidly adjust like color temperature, whatever the word is for white balance. When it was trying to adjust the lighting, it like couldn't do it fast enough and just like shitted the bed for a couple frames there. That was interesting. It looked cool as fuck though, so I'm not a complaint at all.
Yeah.
Commune with the tree. Communion.
This is actually the spot where I was sitting.
You're so fucking cute.
When I decided I should leave Illinois behind to go live with the love of my life. A lot of history with this tree.
It feels very intimate. I hope you realize when you put the camera this close to your face, like from my like it feels like I'm standing like this close to you.
You see?
I'm not complaining. I'm just making sure you realize.
You know, it's only natural that over time friends will grow apart. You'll find different paths in life, different but you don't always have to drift apart completely. You don't have to leave your home and all your friends and family behind in order to evolve, to grow as a person. You know, you could call me a literal tree hugger because the day before I moved out of Illinois, I actually did give this tree a hug because I knew it would be a few months before I would see it again.
I feel like I've seen this boy in the distance many times and never up close. He's so mysterious.
Coming back to this place reminds me a lot of the Kokiri Forest from Ocarina. No time. It's a video game that I played a whole lot during my formative years. I love this tree. Much like the great Deku tree, I think of it as a father to us all. The wise elder has taught me many things. After our walk, we met up with my mother for dinner at the wharf, which is in a tiny building that looks like garbage from the outside, but is actually quite a pleasant family restaurant on the inside. We visited another pair of my friends one last time for a few rounds of Donkey Kong Country and Tetris. We played late into the night until we were all far too tired to make any progress anymore. This brought us to the last leg of our journey, the return journey home, and on our way out we made sure to say goodbye to this stinky bridge of Decatur. Boy, coming up on Decatur's famous Stinky Bridge.
What? Is it really stinky? I mean, I guess it does look like it would be.
Process. It's where I was born.
Oh. Corn.
Smell that? That's Decatur. That's what Illinois smells like.
Oh,
Go get
no.
a shot of the garbage.
Get the giant trash mountains over there. Yeah.
Florida shit mountain.
Get all that trash.
Oh boy. Poop
Smells like
barge.
here.
Poop barge.
Welcome to Trash City. Welcome to Trash Mountain. This is Theater, Illinois. Trash. This is the trash I grew up in. Are you proud of me? Yes.
Our vacation wasn't over yet, however. We still had a long, perilous way to go through Indiana and Ohio. And just as we were approaching the Ohio state line, we made an important discovery, the Uranus Fudge Factory.
Uranus. Get him.
The Uranus Fudge Factory can best be described
Ugh.
as the Midwestern American nightmare. An unbelievably disturbing exercise in capitalism and materialism never before seen. The slack-jawed redneck humor of it all, mixed with the morbid depravity of a bus full of...
God damn it. The interlacings making it
slack-jawed
unreadable. Directions. Go to top of...
redneck humor of it all, mixed with...
Here we go. Directions. Go to top of... I can't read what that word is because there's like a circle there. Face direction of call, take breath, and yell for reply. If no answer, wait for signal. Okay, I see. I see. So the idea is that you're just yelling at someone, but you're both pretending to hold a phone. I do this bit. I do this bit with real phones, though, so...
with the morbid depravity of a bus full of senior citizens in wheelchairs being pushed around the gift shop, shown different trinkets and baubles for them to take home with them, all the while being infantilized by their
Let's
caregivers.
go potty in Uranus.
The tourist trap atmosphere of this place was
I want to pee in
intoxicating,
Uranus.
and we wasted almost half an hour of our lives at this
Uranus
place.
is
I did
huge.
get a cool t-shirt out of it.
This is an amazing photo. Like, you couldn't have done a better pose to match the energy of this T-Rex. I think this is the exactly right pose for this, and outfit for that matter.
Of it, though.
High power
Dude, what
stance.
the actual fuck?
He's got no legs!
Why did his legs fall off?
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. How long do you think they've been down there? Like, it doesn't... Well, it did look a little moldy and mildewy, so they've been down there for a minute. But they didn't look like they've been down there forever, you know what I mean?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, he fucking talks!
That's a little creepy.
They just have these at the fucking Uranus store? They just have random fucking dinosaurs?
Oh, ew, why has that one got, like, dead eyes?
Do you know what it feels like to be trapped? Well, if you get this door unlocked, I hope you can get out of here. Thank you for opening up there, son. Figured I may have to sleep in here for 2 days.
Someone spent like hundreds of hours making this like shitting miner that speaks. This is cool.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna...
I definitely want to fucking take some drugs and stand around in this for a minute.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Why does it feel so real?
Josh and I end up driving across Ohio at least once a year, and every time the curse of Ohio brings some horrible tragedy.
Ohayo gozaimasu! If you're ever up in Ohio and you have some time, up here is where Cuyahoga Falls is. This is the only national park in Ohio. It's really small, but it's got a couple of really cool waterfalls. You can go look. You have to like kind of hike through a little bit of woods, and then you get to these waterfalls. But they have like these badass observation decks and stuff. We went there in the winter, and there was all these like icicles, you know, hanging off their ledges and stuff. And then down here, this big open area, somewhere in here, there's like a state park called the Hocking Hills, which is a pretty cool place to camp. Just a very peaceful, wooded area. Like this part of Ohio is pretty open and just like woodsy and hilly. You know, it's just a bunch of woods and hills, basically the foothills of the Appalachians. So this part of Ohio is not so bad. You know, actually going into the cities, that's where you start to get the shittiness. Cincinnati is a definite shithole. I've only been there because I went to visit Nate when he lived there, and yeah, it was a shithole.
Tragedy upon us. So we went in prepared this time with our crucifixes and made sure to get through unscathed.
There's old friends and new friends and even a fair. There's good times and bad times and true love we share. And so I found a place where everyone will know my happy mustache face. This is the Cleveland Show.
We're in Columbus.
Oh, shit.
After several more hours of riding with my lower back, my shoulders, and my neck aching like absolute fucking crazy, we finally made it home.
That's a really good bit. That's really fucking funny.
Where I proceeded to spend the next day rot-maxing in my chair all day, talking to friends on Discord about how gay I am. I hope you enjoyed taking this journey with me to the center of Illinois. Thank you, and I love you.
Love you too, Corona. That was beautiful. Highly enjoyable. I had a good time. Also, that change up in the thumbnail game, though. Like, I thought this was a noteworthy change up. This is like a whole different level. So now the thumbnail meta is taking on a new dimension. Great channel, everybody. Go subscribe to Gigadonk 99. CC is absolutely right. Krona is the protagonist. You know, I'm too old to be a protagonist anymore, so I can't be the protagonist. I've moved into to teacher, you know, role now. So now it's Krona's turn to be the protagonist in the anime of this of being a gay anime fan or whatever. A transgender LGBT gay, all three. So like gay, but also lesbian, gay, bi, and trans, and also trans. So gay, LGBT, and trans, and an anime fan. That's our little universe. Landon says I'm gay too. I'll be the Killua. The Killua? Landon, in what way are you similar to Killua? What is the comparison you're making? How will you be the Killua? What are you going to do to be the Killua? What is that? What does that mean to be in your mind? Because I'm thinking like, are you just gonna like murder people, like randomly kill, just you know, the one who's just like, oh, I'll just pop a couple heads off a couple guys real quick, you know, it's chill. In every way, second protagonist who's clearly gay. When did you get on a gay arc, Landon? I don't know when this happened. I've never seen Landon suck one single dick before, so I don't know how this. I don't know where you get off being the gay one. But then again, if everyone around you is the gay one, maybe you're the gay. Like maybe the definition of what is straight and what is gay inverts, you know? Like maybe it's gay to not suck dick if everyone around you is sucking dick. Like sucking dick is straight and then not doing it is gay circumstantially. Can that be a thing? Is that a thing? Landon has much more Leorio energy if Leorio was drunk all the time. That makes sense to me. Not just because of the height, but it contributes. Thank you for your kind words. I will continue making better and better gay content for you all. Never would have done it if not for all of you. I love to see it. As somebody who makes adventure vlogs and rant vlogs and likes being out in the woods and traveling across America, it pretty strongly appealed to me. Been told you're similar to Ponzu, so I guess I'm dead and full of wasps. Juice of $5 is voice training. Yes, no. Are you asking if I recommend it? Yes. I mean, not if you have to pay for it, I guess, but like, there's lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos you can watch about what you can do with your voice. And speaking personally, what I struggle with is less the capability to speak in different voices as the normalization of it. Like what's difficult right now, I'd say I'm speaking in a higher register than like, you know, I could be kind of down here, but like right now I'm kind of up here.
But I could be all the way up here. You know, it could be that I was talking to you like this. Hello, everybody. My name is Trixie the Golden Witch, and this is my show. But this voice is hard for me to actually do for like a long time, and it doesn't necessarily register in the same way through the microphone where you'd be able to, you know, easily understand every word that I'm saying. You're also not really used to hearing a voice like this. I'm not really used to hearing a voice like this. And it uses a different part of the throat, so there's a chance that I would get worn out doing this voice more consistently.
Or
I could be all the way up here. Oh, everybody. Oh, go in the ball.
I can't think of words to say in that voice. I could be a VTuber with the baby voice. Just literally just sit there and make it. Just imagine like a little, you know, little cute anime mascot going, whoa, whoa. You can call Yo. I do believe that happened because I saw a truck come. Uh-huh. Are you saying I should go get the package? Yeah, that was very roundabout. I've just been streaming the whole time. That's the only... What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. Anyway, I've been streaming the whole time. I'm streaming right now. That's why I haven't gotten up yet. What'd you say? An hour? Damn. Well, he seemed pissed off. And apparently he got a package, and I should
Hey, hey. Listen up, it's Trixie. Hey, what do you know? Here comes Trixie, the friendly ghost. From coast to coast. You do too much, I do the most. Oh shit, guess who got here? Motherfucker bitch, I started a mosh pit. It's time for classics, time to get massive. Passage, let the thing on acid. If you wishing for permission, steady on the mission to be Miss Expensive. Go bananas to the tune, asking for
and hot dogs. Am I cooking shepherd's pie and curry in a crock pot? Never sold a drug, I just make money on my art blog. Autistic heartthrob. I'm a bitch of action. Coming to your town, redefine your factions. Let's play treasure, find me murderer. Making life hard for conservatives. I'm realer than you, and I might just do what you said not to. I know the truth, and I'm not very quiet. Let me walk around and start a riot. I'm all the way up in space. Put away the pen and it's just my place. I got entirely too much to say about the way you should rearrange this space. It's distasteful, basically a place simply off the shore, like the shadowy allure of the distant shore. I'm over there, so baby girl, start swimming. Your side's on fire, my side's just winning. And I don't plan to stop. You should consider destroying my ops. You should realize I will not speak to cops. You should realize I will kill just to stop the chase. I'm a left play 8.8 on the Richter. My brother Victor knows the big picture. Fight from the shade and I live in the glade. It's a bird, it's a plane, but I just straight a day. Like a game with a pay and a tender. A-D-Q-I-A in a blender. Such a tender of senses and senses. Like one of a skunk butt in a beer bender.
I cannot comprehend what y'all are talking about in the chat. All right. I want to take a break. I'm going to come back later and stream more. Hopefully whenever LaPucia is here. I guess this is not the right time of day for her, but I'll be back. I want to call Bird because he said he had an hour-long drive to get home, and it sounded like he had a stressful day at work. I want to talk to him about it. So I'll be back later. Peace out, everybody.